When I talk about you, man, I say that you get the funk real honest. So what is your mother's relationship to the funk, particularly around the time of your birth?
Man, my mom was on tour with Prince. When he had the
Go
what's
on.
that tour called? It's the Jam of the Year tour when he had Shaka Khan and Larry
Yes,
on that in the
sir.
Family Stone.
Yes, sir.
That's who I was. I was in the belly hearing, hair and stand and
Yes,
all
indeed.
that funkiness, like Cynthia Robinson. I met her before she passed away, and my mom was like, she brought me to a show, and that lady was like, "You look really familiar." And we started talking, and come to find out, they were like helping my mom make baby clothes and knit and all that stuff, before I was conceived. So I've been a part of it since before I was born.
Cynthia
So
Robinson is sliding a family stone.
yeah, Jerry Martini, that's those the cats, So I
Yeah.
was before I was doing any of this or even alive.
So
I was
you
I was
you
in it.
got it you got it real honest.
Yeah,
Um,
most definitely.
Another one of my favorite Clark Sims stories is like you were like a fly on the wall everywhere
Yeah.
and couldn't even get inside, but you were everywhere just soaking it up. Tell
Try, man.
what was that all about, man? What was like the motivation? What were you hoping to get?
I just wanted to learn it all. I wanted to be around it and see it. I didn't grow up with like any musicians in the family. So,
Mm,
I mean, the closest thing was, going to the jams, rest in peace, Anthony, but like going to his jams and seeing you, seeing Tiny, Uriah, and all these
mm,
folks and like seeing how it's done. You
yeah,
know, uh,
yeah.
a really good friend of mine, he brought up me to the jam. I was like 15 or 16. We got like snuck in. I snuck through that side door at the Starry Plow and I was hooked. I was like, oh, this is what it is. Okay, cool. Like this is
Yeah,
how I get a part of it. And then
yeah.
what that night, Anthony brought me on the stage, and it's been that ever since.
Man, that was a huge loss for the community, man. Anthony was
Yeah, man,
Anthony was a real connector of
most
people
definitely.
and the Bay Area music community. I mean, I don't know what he was going through, but like having made such an impact in a really really short life. I mean, I guess that's what it's kind of about, right? Is
Yeah,
making some sort of impact, even if even if the world, so to speak, doesn't know your name. You know what I mean?
that's real, bro. I tell everybody, I'm like, when I got the news, I'm like, I would not be where I'm at without Anthony.
Real
Even
talk.
when I moved back home, like I played with him like I think his last show at the Boom Boom Room like a week before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm thankful enough that I like stayed a little bit longer and dapped him up and said, "Hey, bro, I love you. I appreciate you."
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
gotta say, like anybody in the Bay Area, if you were gigging or doing something, you seen him, and he's has been a part of everybody's journey. So it was a huge loss.
Man, there's a few things that I think we could like segue into
Mm-hmm.
from that because there's a few things that I know about you. Number one, you have been just a humble cat. I just have to say that first and foremost. But you soaked up everything you could soak up, right? You went to all the things, and I hear a lot of rumblings online. I talk about it a bit myself about the what gigs pay, for instance, right? And I'm 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 never encouraging anybody to stay in a season of low paying gigs. But low paying gigs have their place. The Starry Plow Jazz with Anthony Ant, as an example, is a place where you just what did the gig pay? $50 and a slice of pizza or something like that?
I played one with him when I moved back, just out of the love for it. I think it was like $100 or something, and I don't drink or
Oh y'all
anything.
got
I'm
oh
just
y'all got
like,
a raise. Y'all got a raise.
yeah,
I
a
was
little
doing it
bit,
for
little $50. It was like, hey, here y'all go.
I was doing it for 50 and some pizza.
Yeah, it wasn't paying well, but it
Yeah.
I tell a lot of people, especially, I don't know, I've been able to meet a lot of the younger cats now, and they're not even younger. I
Listen to that
just been
Clark talk. Listen to that Clark talking about younger musicians. Oh
they
shit.
laugh at me because I'm like, I was a young cat. I was like 16, 17, playing with everybody. I was
Yeah.
like I was 16, 17, playing with like Kev Choice and Martin Luther and all these cats, and like I had to,
Heavy cats.
yeah. So I had no, I didn't know anybody that was really younger than me. I was just
Yeah.
kind of like just doing it. And then when I
Yeah.
moved to LA and then coming back home, I was like meeting all these younger cats. And I'm like, yo, they're killing. They're like, oh, bro, I'm only a year younger than you, but I just didn't know at the
Yeah.
time,
Look at
But
Clark OG now, boy.
man, I'm 28, bro.
Oh
It's
shit. Look
I got
out,
my cane
world.
in the car, bro. Oh, no, but I've been telling them, I'm like, yo, it's not about the money. It's about the experience and learning and just checking your ego. You gotta check your ego first, and you gotta be able to be like, you know what? Let me do this. Let me learn, soak up all this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, that comes from touring. That comes with anything. I just always wanted to learn what to do, also what not to do, and you have to be in
Yeah.
it to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only so many videos. It's only so many things you can do to learn, but you got to
Yes,
be a part of
sir.
it. You got to
I,
be in
I,
it.
there's so many things that you simply do not know, you don't learn until you get over yourself and put yourself into positions where you it's like anything else. It's like anything else in life, but I think adults especially, we be kind of funny about I don't know, man. You just can't take yourself that seriously. And sometimes the low paying gig is where you meet people who are going to lead you to the higher paying gigs or the better opportunity gigs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
But
real.
so you're on tour with Fantastic Negrito, right? Or
No, no,
y'all
I
done with the
left.
tour?
I left the band in January.
Oh, can you say more, or do we leave it alone? We can
Uh,
leave it
it
alone
was
if you,
no, it was. I just had. It was just time for me to go. There's
yeah,
no hard feelings.
yeah,
Funny enough, playing with Anthony, I was able to meet my homie Brian Simmons, who I've been knowing him since I was like 15, 16, and
yeah,
he's the one that got me the gig and called
yeah,
me on.
yeah,
And yeah, it was just time to go, but I was able to learn so much from that gig. I was able to see the world.
right,
Negrito is the one, Xavier, he's the one that turned me into a guitar player. I always played a little guitar and I was
yeah,
getting into it, but he was just like, hey, Andrew's leaving. I need a guitar player.
yeah,
You play guitar on the record. We
yeah,
bring Uriah in, and we did
yeah.
a month a month long tour, and I played guitar, maybe three
Nice,
or four rehearsals.
nice.
So, it was just time. It was just a season for me to just move on, and
Yeah,
it's okay. Hopefully there's no hard feelings. There's none
yeah,
on this side. It was
yeah.
just time to just move on and just start doing other things and start pushing myself.
Well, I think that you just hit on something else. I think that's another beautiful part of when you're young. If you can say, I know I don't know what I don't know. Let me get in here, right? But then also let me have enough sense of self to know when it's time for me to move on. I know there's people online that be talking about social media and stuff, but that's the wave that younger music. Well, that's the wave that we all have, but especially
Yeah.
younger musicians. But when you understand, hey, look, I can't be here forever, and I can't eat off of this thing. Every gig comes to an end at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it comes to an end, will it come to an end with you being able to step into something else, or you gonna be hungry for a minute? You feel me?
That's real. And for me, it was a lot of self reflection. I learned a lot on that gig and a lot of, just ego. That was a big thing I learned about, like checking my own ego.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also
Mm-hmm.
realizing this ain't my gig. This ain't my show. This ain't my gig.
Right.
I have to be a team player. I have to learn what to do, what not to do, when to shut up, when to say something,
Right.
uh, what to wear. Like I wasn't used to wearing no crazy pants like that. And, like,
The
oh,
hat cocked to the side.
Yeah, like it
Yeah,
was just like working with somebody that was like on that level,
yeah.
being able like to chill with Sting, being on tour with
Come
Primus,
on,
like,
come on.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
okay, how can I be myself but still put my stamp on it? It was a lot
Right,
of learning that, but also not stepping on toes. And I've learned so much. It was just I had to really self-reflect and be like, you know what? It's just time for me to make a change.
right, right,
And that change has led to a lot of other bigger things for me, which has been great. And it's just
right,
all a part of it's all a part of the music game. Just being able to move to something, go to the
right,
next, but doing it in a smart way.
right. Man, listen, you said being able to hang out with Sting.
Yeah.
Now this is Clark Sims, Bassman Clark. I remember when you used to have them little Kinkos. You used to have them little Kinkos, little flyers and stuff, and your mama was out there.
No,
My
that's
baby, my baby, my baby about to play at the restaurant.
oh yeah, Geos back in the day, yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, man. She was like, my baby, it's official. Clark got his first gig.
That's
That's my boy.
hilarious. Yep.
Anyway, but listen, your mom, look, man, your mom is like your biggest cheerleader, and it's good to
Yeah.
have that support. But like what I'm saying, right? And somebody, this is gonna bless somebody because there's some young musician right now that's listening to the wrong people say the wrong things about. Ah, man, don't go do that gig for no $100. When it's really like sometimes you got to do the gig for $100. Sometimes you got to do the gig for free. But you got to be smart about it because the game is chess and it ain't checkers.
You
You
gotta
not
go out.
learning nothing at your house. So here it is. I'm thinking about young Clark just kind of saying, okay, where can I be? Where can I be? Who I'm putting words in your mouth, but like, where can I be? Who can I learn from? And how can I let somebody hear me play? Because all you need is the right people to hear you play for you to get on.
That's real. That is real. And I tell everybody just go out and do it. Like just go out. I'm at a point now where I've been very, very lucky to be able to do some stuff now in the music game where I don't have to gig as much if I
Right.
don't want to,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can still catch me at Tupelo, like getting paid nothing. I'm like, bro, I'm just having fun,
Having
just keeping
fun.
my
Yeah.
drop up.
Yeah.
You gotta you gotta do that. You gotta go out. But if you just sitting at home, there's a lot of people that talk online,
Right.
and a lot of people that just, oh, don't do this for honey, don't do this for this. But I'm like, hey, you gotta have the experience for those type of gigs. It's not just like on tour. A lot of people think it's just, oh, we're just having fun, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's like, bro, we got a flight in the morning. We're
Yep.
flying in
Yep.
an 8 hour flight,
Yep.
flying into the show, then flying out the next morning or
Yep.
that night sometimes.
Yep.
It's not all about the fun and everything. It's not all about the money. You got to learn these things. You got to learn how to be able to talk to people. You got to learn how to deal with people. You got to know how to, just be quiet. You got to learn how to, okay, this person is feeling this type of way. Let's make sure this is right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to understand that you ain't going to understand that being at home. You got to go out and see it. You have to
Yeah.
see it to understand what it is and like what you can gain and
Yeah.
what you can lose.
You can't learn that. You can't learn that at the house. I mean, you got to
Nah,
you got to be on the field and play. You said something about, keeping your chop up. I was recently in some situations, man, where I was like, I'm friends with these people, and I care about these people. You know what I mean? But there's certain things they're trying to play all the time and all that. I'm like,
right.
my brain atrophy after a while. You know what I mean? And I would rather exit the situation than for me to be a drag all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that, all of that, and understanding how to say what you want, what you don't want, and communicate and all that stuff, it comes from being on the god doggone field. Now, I know that people that check me out are going to know you primarily as a bass player.
Hmm.
Now, I know better. I know you play guitar and a lot more guitar now.
Yeah.
So, we got to talk about influences on
Okay.
bass. And my gut tells me that those influences on bass are going to be the same as they are on guitar.
You already know, bro. Yeah, I mean, you got Larry.
Yeah.
For me, of course, Larry Graham. Of course, Prince. Yeah, it's like we know that.
Absolutely.
Sly, bass Chuck Rainey, Jamerson,
Yeah.
Lewis Johnson,
Yeah.
all the goats. I've been listening to this cat too, this dude named Kenny Burke
Okay.
from back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all the old school stuff. So anything that got a good groove to it, Mark Adams, Slade,
Yeah.
Mark Brown Mark,
Yeah. Yeah.
all
You've
that
worked with
stuff.
Brown Mark too.
I was just talking to him today. Yeah, he just he was like, "Yo, can you play this guitar for this video?"
Yeah.
I was talking to him today. I got to get that for him today. But yeah,
How's
Mark
he doing?
I love Mark. I think he's doing good. We haven't talked, but I'm gonna give him a call.
Listen, there's another thing right there. So, what a lot of people I don't think realize is the Minneapolis connection and the Bay Area connection is like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like all these people. And so when I saw you, I saw a rehearsal video or something you were playing with Brown Mark. I was like, look at my boy.
Oh yeah,
look at my boy playing. And Mark Brown was a hero of mine. I mean, still is. Yeah. Anybody in that Prince universe, man, is just like a god. You know what I'm saying? On the instrument. So, out of you never played 5-string. I've never seen you with 5-string.
Nah, you won't. No, I'm sorry. Everybody
I ain't fucking with
that. I do my thing. I'm cool with my 4-string. I like vintage stuff. Now I've been able to splurge a little bit.
The boy done made some money, y'all. He done made some cheese.
I've been very lucky, and you know me. I love trading and buying guitars and all that. So I've been able to trade up to some stuff that I like. So I'm a 4-string cat. I can play 5. I've done it on records.
Man, look, I think I'm about to get rid of some. Nah, let me stop.
No.
Let me stop.
You know which bass I want though. Is that the what's the one that you have with the 4-string with the black inlays? The black
never, Doc. Never.
I know. The Marco, that's it.
Yeah, never, Doc. It's never gonna happen. But I tell you what, when I migrate to, which I think will be soon, when I migrate to playing 4-string primarily, that'll be the one.
That's the one, bro.
It feels so good. I'm gonna change the pickups in it though. I'm gonna change the pickups.
I get you.
What are you holding in your hand right now? Is that a Stingray?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just got this a couple of days ago from the homies at Real Guitars. It's a 1980, 79 or 80, pre-Ernie Ball music, man.
Real funk.
Like the real deal.
Like real funk.
The Lewis Johnson, like the whole thing.
It's all stock?
Yeah. The only thing that's missing is the mutes on there. They just disintegrated after 30, 40 years.
So you got the music, man. What's your favorite? What's the favorite in the stable right now?
Me, I'm with Yamaha, and they own Guild. Guild, like the old guitars and all that.
Yeah.
And my rep gifted me, it's a semi-hollow, a Guild Starfire. Like Jack Cassidy almost.
Yeah.
I love it for the studio. I threw some Ernie Ball flats on there a couple of weeks ago, and that bass is insane, bro.
So you play heavy gauge, right? Like Brown Mark?
No. Nah, I play Mark's bass. That thing is, I get it because he can like hit it and it don't go out of tune. But I use if I can't find them, I normally use like a 35 or a 32.
Okay.
To like an 80 or an 85.
When you're thumping, what is your touch like? Somebody asked me earlier today, was I heavy-handed?
Not too crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can get this a little bit better. It's not too crazy. I would play like with a lot of dynamics though.
Yeah. Give me a nastiest thump right.
That's if I'm playing hard. I don't play that hard.
Yes, sir.
if I'm playing that, I'll play a little more aggressive, but my aggressives will be on over
Yeah.
anything else. Like I play the
Yeah.
Ghost Notes little song.
Yeah. Well, Jesus Christ, Clark.
But it's just music, man. I've been telling all my homies, I'm like, it does the thing, bro.
Yeah, it
It
does.
sounds like all the
Yeah,
old
it
school records.
does. It does the thing. Man, somebody got to get. I need to get somebody to gift me a Music Man.
I believe will happen. Not me. No. I'll
Nah,
trade you this for the Marco though.
I guess you're gonna enjoy having your Music Man. I guess you're gonna enjoy your Music Man. What about gear as far as what's the signal chain for you?
Bro, when I started playing with Negrito, I had a pedal board and we were grooving. He like accidentally kicked it and I stopped using pedals. Because he was like in the front and moved it and I'm like to try to get it to hook back up, so I stopped using pedals on bass.
All together.
Unless I'm in the studio, I'll do like a Mutron. I'll have a lot of pedals. I love collecting them and just using them for like the studio. You know, like I love flangers, I love phasers, chorus. But for bass, normally you just honestly direct to the house.
Man, my that's like my board is. I just got the anagram.
What's
And
that?
the dark glass anagram.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm probably gonna. I don't know how much. Maybe by the time we release this, they'll have a synth box out. But like, it'll probably be mainly for the studio. But like, my pedal board is just so basic.
Yeah.
So basic. Tuner. I do have the MXR bass synth on there. Octave, envelope. Sometimes a phaser.
Yeah.
Every now and again a chorus. You know what I mean? It's just
I get it.
It's just those are the basics, you know, the staple of your diet. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
So no pedals. What's the amp of choice? You said you got a Yamaha thing, right?
Yeah, they own Ampeg, but still, I just kind of plug in
Whatever's
I
at the
realized,
crib.
bro, on tour, you'll ask for something, and then we'll be in Romania, and I'll be like, hey, all we got is this, like, this GK, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, no disrespect to GK. I'm just like, okay, I got to use and get my tone out of it. And that came a lot from guitar playing, where I'm like, okay, I just gotta fall in love with this twin reverb. I gotta fall in love with this, you know. Yeah, so I'm not too picky. I use my homegirl's amp sometimes, like if I need one, but just I plug me into the house, bro. I don't really care. Cause I'm like, I'm not trying to fight the sound, man. I really don't. I'll have my tuner, of course, but like I ain't tripping. Guitar is different though. Guitar, I got a small pedal board. I use a tuner.
I use a tuner. Drive. Praise God. Praise God. Praise the Lord, saints.
There's some homies out here that be playing guitar. I'm like, yo, like, I don't know. You got like $10,000 on the feet, but not a tuner. It don't make no sense to me. And I'm just gonna put it out there. Even bass homies, I'm like, bro, you got all these. How do you got a $10,000 board and ain't got no gigs? I get to play a lot with like Wilton Rab and all like my heroes. Wilton that played with Larry Graham for 40 years with Levi.
Yeah.
Them dudes be showing up and just plugging in or whatever. Like I want to build Wilton a board. Wilton got this old Boss like multi effects he got in the 90s.
Yeah. You know who's funny as hell? Levi is funny as hell. Because when I was doing his project, Love Jack, man, Levi ain't had, we did a gig in San Diego. And my man had the blue guitar, the man with the blue guitar. He had that motherfucking like a Guitar Center student model. I said, what is going on here? Yeah,
It be like that, bro. Them OGs, and I love it. There's this OG dude with Mark Daniels. I play with him a lot too,
I've played with Mark
bro.
a ton. Yeah,
Mark shows up with this heavy ass. It's like a hot rod DeVille.
yeah,
And one day he went to the bathroom and we was still playing. I'm like, let me hop on guitar real quick.
yeah.
I played it and I like stepped on something and it was just like the just a distortion switch for the amp and that was it. I was like, this is all you use? He was like, yeah, bro, I don't need that much. It's all in the hands. I'm like,
Hey,
okay,
but there it is.
them hands is crazy, bro.
There it
That
is.
pause, but yeah. Did he just walk
You
off?
said pause.
Have to catch myself real quick. Man.
Oh shit! It's going out there now. Look, look, man. Mark, Charles Spikes,
Oh yeah.
man. When you play with them cats, be like, nah, this is where it's at. This is where it's at.
Yeah.
Them guitars could be half ass out of tune, and they're gonna
Still killing it.
and it's gonna sound like something. It's gonna sound.
Man.
Man, listen, it's them hands.
That's what I'm trying to be like that, bro. Like I was staying in Vallejo when I first moved back and I was driving down the street and I seen Freddie Stone.
Yeah.
He has a church out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just showed up, same thing, like a Guitar Center, a little bit. And I was just like, no pedals or nothing.
Yes, sir.
I was just like, that's the way to go. So like with guitar, I'm like, if I use anything, I'll use like a distortion box or something.
Yeah, yeah.
A reverb.
Where's the jazz bass at?
It's at the studio.
Oh, you got your own.
Wait. Oh yeah. Oh man. I moved from LA.
You back in the Bay?
I'm back in the Bay now. Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you leave
Yeah,
LA?
I ain't talked to you. It was just time, bro. It was just at that moment. I remember this was the big thing, bro. Like, and I love LA. I've learned so much. I got family out there now. It's just like I've built like so many people I know. I was able to get where I'm at now because of LA.
Yeah.
It was just, I just got to the point where I'm just like, I just need a change in my life. And I think that happens with me where I'm like, I need like a drastic change to keep moving.
Right.
I just remember I was on stage with some people. It was like a last minute gig. Somebody called me.
Yeah.
And it was like slow motion. I like looked and everybody's like smiling. Oh yeah, this is so good. I'm like, I'm about to go back to school. And I've never had that thought. Like,
Are you back in school?
No. I need to. I'm ready though. I'm thinking about
look,
it.
Don't let me twist your arm.
No, but I was just like, I don't need this. Like I was like, maybe I should not be doing music. Pretty much, that was the thought.
Really?
Like, yeah, and I don't know what it was. It was just like I wasn't having fun. And I remember I bought a flight back home the next day. Just went home. I was like, I need to be around my family. And I stayed up all night. Me and my mom and my aunties, and we were just talking. And when I went back to LA, I was just like, I'm cool. I'm good. I don't know what it was. I just need something different. I moved back home. 2 months later, I was on tour with Negrito.
I want to talk about your support system on a serious tip, because again, I do know your mother, and your mother's a wonderful person, entrepreneur, go-getter, just banging. You know what I mean? You meet this woman and you know she about her business.
Yes, sir.
You're an only child, right?
Just me and my mom.
But the relationship that because I've known you many years, and
Back in the day,
yeah, and I think I met you at 510 Media. That's when I first really met you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how important is it to have people in your life that will support you and counsel you in that way?
It's one of the most important things. Because sometimes you can feel crazy, or sometimes you can feel like, oh, I'm doing the right thing, and you're doing the wrong thing. My mom will call me and check me just about anything, or I know I can call her and be like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Like when I was thinking about leaving Negrito the first time, she was just like, "Hey, think about it." She gave me some really dope advice, some like great advice to be like, you know what? Hey, just check yourself first. Like,
Mm-hmm.
have you did everything correctly?
Mm-hmm.
If not, you in the wrong. You got to make sure things are right. You know, when I was thinking about moving back from LA, she was just like, Clark, you can just sleep on the couch. I ain't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it was just like, are you sure? Like, I don't want to be in the way. You know, my mom is one of those people. She's like the most important person to me ever. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's been me and her against the world for so long. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, now being older, my real father, he wasn't there, but
Mm-hmm.
even like my stepdad, but he's still my dad that like raised me, Kevin, like still he'll show up. I'm like, how the hell did you even know I was playing in Sebastopol?
Mm-hmm.
You still got a flip phone. He'll show up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my sisters now. I have sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Asti, she's been one of those people where she will like sell merch, cuss the keyboard player out in the wrong note. You know, I just have been able to have those people around me. My auntie Princess, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know, like
That's
when I
a
first moved back. Yeah, when I first moved back, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just moved. I was just like, we'll see. I was on my mom's couch. She was just like, "Hey, the spot by my shop is open. It's like a little studio space. Like
mm-hmm.
it was like a little shopping thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she hooked me up. I got a studio over there now. Everything has lined up because of her. You know, and if it's
Wow.
any big things, it's always like, hey, here we go. You know, and she raised me like that. You know, she raised me to take care of it. Like it's funny. Like the older she's getting, she's like, I was moving. She was like, I just want to help you move. I'm like, hey, no, you just relax. I got this. I don't need anything. She's like, do you need some money? Do you need what? I'm like, I'm all good. Like I don't just come over and we'll have dinner. How about that? I'll cook
Yeah.
for you. Like it's that type of thing. She brings plants over, you know.
Yeah.
But every big thing has been because of her, and I knew how to make the right move, or I thought was the right move, or made a difficult decision.
Yeah.
But I just knew it was gonna work out, and it's all because I talked to her about it, you know. And the older I'm getting, the older I've got, like the better our relationship has been. You know, when I was
Yeah.
younger, I was like, I'm doing myself, I'm gonna figure it out. But now I'm like, there's little things I still hear. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's flow.
You know, I listen, man, and you know, and your mom was very supportive of me. Uh, you know, one of the people who would, you know, kind of, you know, lift me up a little bit when my mom passed, and I remember talking to her about how your relationship with her reminds me, you know, not that I did, you know, not that I didn't have a dad, you know what I mean, because I do and I
Mm-hmm.
did, but I know that me and mom's against the world, and
Yeah.
what I think is kind of different is your mom has been involved in entertainment, entrepreneurship, and those things, and so she has had some insight that is unique to guiding a son through that, because music and the chase of that dream could be very, very isolating. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It could be very, very isolating. And there is this thing, right, where you're like, you know, I've you know, kind of chased the dream and burned some bridges, damaged some relationships, trying
Mm-hmm.
to, because, you know, like that, especially when you see the world and you rub elbows with your heroes and stuff, that's a hell of a drug.
And I tell you, I had to check my ego.
Yeah.
I remember when I first moved, like when I first moved back, I got the gig.
Yeah.
I was on tour for a year and a half, almost straight, like you know, just humming home for a little bit,
Yeah.
and my ego was out the door. You know, I was
I
like
can't
not
believe
hitting
that.
people back, bro. It was at that point, you know, because I was just like I felt I was like, okay, I'm doing what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing it. I was in the band
You
where
had arrived.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what I thought was arriving, you know,
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
there's levels to this, but it was just like, okay, I'm in a band. The dude's trying to do like the slide thing. Okay, bro, that's okay, cool. I'm in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know, I'm like hanging out with Les Claypool and
Yeah.
Sting and all these people hanging out with all these rock stars and doing all that.
Yeah.
I was just having fun, you know.
Yeah.
But like coming back home, it was like a reality of like, oh, this ain't it. Like you can't just show up to a gig and not have your amp, bruh. Like, like you gotta show up and learn music,
You ain't got no roadies here, Doc.
bro. Literally, I'm like, we were in Italy, bro. We had our, I forgot it's my homie's name, but he would come up, make sure everything's taken care of, you know. But it wasn't that, you know. And like even some of like my personal relationships with like friends and family, I was just like not there, you know, as I should have been. I didn't like text or call, you know. And some people understood where they're like, okay, you're doing it. You're doing the musician thing. You're doing them thing cool. But like some people, I had to make sure I repaired those relationships because I wasn't there as much as I should have been. You know, I was missing out on big things. I was missing out on, you know, weddings or birthdays and all that, and just forgetting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had to check my ego. I think the biggest check was we were off tour in October and I didn't get a single gig
Oh
the day we
wow.
got back.
Yeah.
Because I was just like not hitting people back. It was, I
Yeah.
want to say, November to February.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Wow.
one call. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Lesson learned. I'm good.
That's like that's like Fred Ross say, when your phone is not ringing, that's me calling.
Bro, when I tell you, like that was it was a deep thing. I had to be like, okay, it's me. Let me check on that. And another big thing with the Negrito thing was like checking my ego. You know, he was like almost like a father figure too. You know, just like, hey, bro, like you acting like an only child right now. I need you to check your ego a little bit. You know, I'm just like, why are we leaving at this time? Woo, 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 woo. It's just like, you know, this ain't my tour. This ain't my thing. They're not here for me.
Right.
Let me make sure I'm able to support. Let me be the supportive role. Let me be that. And as a bass player, you know, that was it. When I started playing guitar, I was like lead, doing all the solos and all that. It ain't about that.
Yeah.
Play the rhythm, play the part, support what needs to be supported, you know, and that's not just in music, that's in all things in life. So I learned my lesson. I was just like, that bank account, bro. I was like, ooh. And that's after tour. I was just like, oh, let me check myself. So I was able to do that and really self reflect. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've learned.
You see, I think you answered a question that I was going to get into, and I was going to ask you, what advice would you give to a 19-year-old watching this right now who is just dipping their toe into this world?
Mm-hmm. Check your ego. Play the pocket. That's the main thing. That's I see so many people up like just doing all. Nobody trying to hear all that, bro. Like you can't even hear them in the big old speakers, bro. You know, everybody wants to hear just.
Yeah.
Can you play it? Can you make that feel good with no drummer? Can you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you ask for $500 a gig.
Yeah. Hey,
Before
man.
you expect.
Didn't Brown Mark, who was it? Was it Freeze? Was it Ricky Freeze? Or I think it was Ricky. He said Prince was telling him, don't be doing all them ghost notes and stuff.
You can't hear it.
Because you're not even going to hear that.
Especially in arenas. Mark told me the same thing, bro. I was soloing.
Yeah.
We were in rehearsal doing When Doves Cry.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bro, you need to play all that, bro. You can just hit one note. Everybody going to scream. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I've took that to heart. Even playing like with Levi at little small, little dingy clubs, and I just see him just hold one note.
Yeah.
Cool.
He
I learned. You know?
Levi ever do this to you? And throw the grenade? He never did that?
No, I ain't seen that.
No, he used to do
I
this
would have
shit.
laughed if he did it though.
Oh,
I would have
man.
laughed, but that would have been dope though.
It's
It's about showmanship.
Let me ask you this before we land the plane, man. What does it mean? I use the term blue collar bass player and blue collar musician because, you know, I think a lot of times on social media we see the big names all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there's scores of people out here who are not household names that are making their way as a musician, as a creative, even in this economy, even in the creator economy. So my question is kind of twofold. What does what does being a so-called blue collar musician mean to you? And also, what strategies might you offer for keeping the lights on, monetization and things of that nature?
Oh man, being a blue collar is how I started, and that's how I've been able to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
That is that is what it is. If you want to be able to pay your bills, do it. Just show three things: show up on time, be cool to play with, learn music.
Hell, there
That's
you
kind of
go.
it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of folks, like especially like when I was living in LA, that can't really play crazy, can't play no licks, but they are on tours
Yeah.
doing all this because they're cool to hang out with.
Yeah.
They're easy to hang out with too.
Yeah.
They show up on time and know the music.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all that is. That's if you want to be a musician and you want to do this for a living, just do that. Just be cool to be with, even if you don't like it. I've been on, bro. I've been in situations where I'm like, me and this person do not talk. Me and this person have went off on each other it's been bad.
Yeah.
I get called to MD a gig as soon as I get off tour. Guess who's playing on that gig? That dude. And it's just silence the whole time. Like me and him ain't talking,
Yeah.
but we making this money.
Yeah.
And we still cool. And now we can laugh about it. It's everything. It's been a year and a half now, but it's just like, hey, don't let your ego get in the way of your money.
Hey.
That's a thing, like be chill. I had to learn, Marty B cuts me out all the time. He just like, you need to smile more. I'm just like, you're right. Before I was just like, yeah, well, but be cool to be around, hang out, all the
Marty
OGs.
from the Purple Ones?
No, Martin Luther.
Oh, you're Martin Luther.
You need to sing more. And I'm like, I used to be like, oh,
that old smooth. He's a smooth guy. Smooth.
But when he do his thing, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I get it, and that has helped me. That's shit. I've made money from that.
From smiling more.
Just shutting the fuck up and just smiling, just being like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, whatever y'all need. Hey, same thing. Like with shit. You see, if you ever play with Howard Wiley, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
He'll talk shit.
I never played with Howard myself. I never played with him.
He's good people. He was one of the first cats when I first moved back. I don't know how he got my phone number. He just texted me randomly. He's like, "Can you do this gig?" I show up and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And even I'm like, I barely know what song we playing. It's some crazy jazz fusion shit, like going wherever.
Yeah.
He's just smiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's a note. Like, I need to do that. Like, sometimes if somebody hits a wrong note on stage, I'm like the first one to be like looking like, what the hell's? But
yeah, yeah,
just smile. So that's the big thing. What was the other? The second part. Of
monetization strategies. I mean, with streaming not paying anything. I mean, what? How do you keep it? How do you keep all the things floating?
Right now, I have been doing a lot of stuff, making like ad-free music with one of my friends. This guy named Kevin almost messed his last name up. What is it? Kevin Fredrickson.
Okay.
Crazy last name. Okay. Good people. He owns Grey Room Studios, but now it's called Golden Palm.
Yeah.
We do a lot of ad-free music for a lot of companies like Google, YouTube.
Okay.
And that's how I've been able to stay afloat.
Now, what do you think Suno is going to do to that, or AI? What do you think it's going to do to that?
I don't know. All I can do is just keep practicing, keep being better than that, and keep learning more. Also, a lot of people are scared to use it. I'm not really like a tech guy or whatever, but I'm like, yo, when it was the drum machines and the synths and all that, people had to learn how to be around it, be a part of it, because if you don't learn it, you'll get left,
I think I definitely, I know that You know, our world that we live in is so everybody's got to have one extreme, you know, and I'm just like, hey, man, you know, listen, it's a complicated, I think it's a complicated thing where there's like, there's environmental concerns, there's, you know, ethical concerns. There's a lot of concerns about AI, that a lot of things that we don't even know yet. And not but and also, you not using AI on any level is not going to stop other people from doing it. And you know, in 2 years maybe everybody's out of a job. Shit, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
we don't. All we have to do is just keep being funky. You know,
just keep being funky,
bro. Hell yeah.